Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In previous video we have loaded role information to new form. If you start application, double click on that and you can see we have loaded roles information into this screen. In this video we will perform update operation on this role. Okay, so if you remember, we have set these two properties, role ID and is update, and we are using these two properties inside our form load event. We are checking that if this dot is update is equals to true, then go ahead into the database and select all of role information according to this role ID. Now our form is populated and now it's time to perform update operation. But if you click on this one, look at this, we are checking for form validation, it's good, and after this we are performing insert operation. So for the time being, if you control X or cut it from here, and I'll write another condition. If this dot is update, then do update operation, else do insert operation. Okay, I'll paste it over here, the insert code. Understand? If this form is loaded for update, then do this update operation, and otherwise do the insert operation. And I'll copy this insert code from here and paste it over here. You can use functions or you can use your logic to reduce this code, but at this time I don't think the optimization is required, and I'm teaching you, I'm considering you as a beginner, so follow me what I'm doing, and later on you can do customization. Sorry. So in the update operation I have write SQL connection, and then I have this store procedure name. I'll cut it from here, and after this I am passing parameters and stuff like that. If you go to SQL Server and right click on refresh store procedures, and you remember we have this store procedure insert new role, I'll right click and modify. So instead of modifying, I'll simply write create procedure, because I want to use these parameters, and I will call it update role by role ID. So in insert we are passing only 3 parameters, but for update we should pass 4 parameters. We'll also specify the role ID as an of type, and because we wanna update the users according to this role ID, so instead of using this we'll write update table name roles and set, got this from here and paste it over here, set, and then I'll set role title equals to role title. Okay, so after this I'll set description equals to description, and then created by equals to created by, and after this I'll set created date. Again we'll get this date from SQL Server, get date, and after this I'll specify where condition, where role ID is equals to this role ID. Okay, and I'll execute this store procedure, commands completed successfully, and copy this one and note the order role ID, role title, description and created by are paid parameters. So paste it over here, then command type dot store procedure, and then I'll copy one more time for role ID, and we'll pass this role ID, this dot role ID, because you know we have assigned this property role ID and we are passing this role ID from here where user double clicks, we will pass this role ID. So role ID, and after this connection open, command executed, role is successfully instead of save updated. And as you know, we have two properties right now. We have set two properties right now, one role ID and one is update. We need to reset these, and we need to uh, change the text of this save button color as well, and we need to change the delete button as well. So I'll go to reset form controls function, go to definition. So after this I'll check if form is loaded for update process. So I'll write if this dot is update, if this form is loaded for update process, then this dot role id equals to 0, this dot is update equals to false, and then save button dot text equals to save information, and also disable or set delete button dot enabled equals to false. So our delete button should be set to false. Okay, so start your application and make sure it is working or not. I wanna update this user, double click on this one, and I wanna set this one as updated user and updated access to make sure it is working or not, and click on update role information. Role is successfully updated in the database. If you close this one, look at this, we have updated user and updated access over here, and if you click over here, then set salesman only perform sales, click on save information, close. Look at this, our insert operation is also working and update operation is also working. So we are good to go. In the next video we will perform operation on this delete button. So thank you so much for watching. We'll meet again in the next video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.